What's going on, guys? It is Sneed from Sneed Mobile Tech, and in today's video we've got a bit of a T-Mobile and Sprint merger update to give you. And it's been kind of quiet. There hasn't really been much to report, but now with a little bit of news made available, I can get you guys updated on what's happening there. So according to some most recent reports, the date for the initial trial proceedings might actually get changed. An attorney for the states that are suing to block the merger has officially sent a letter to the hearing judge for the proceedings. The attorney is Glenn Pomerantz, representing states, and the judge, Victor Marrero, has received the letter. Reasons stating that there was an agreement between the states, the DOJ, and then T-Mobile and Sprint to provide documentation on the deal. So the problem, it looks like, is that the details, the materials, have not become available to the states, which they've reached this agreement that T-Mobile and Sprint would offer these documentations, let them know about what the concessions would be. But up until this point, there has been no details provided because there really hasn't been an official agreement reached. So there are no details to really report. Pomerantz also wrote in a letter that he doubts that there is any scenario where the states would drop the lawsuit and agree that any terms would be beneficial to consumers. So it looks like they're steadfast in holding true to what they believe and are saying. Meanwhile, in the pretrial meetings that are going on here in July, T-Mobile and Sprint attorneys have stated that they would not close any deal until the state attorneys general's case is completed. So we have a bit of a tug of war going on here. One party is basically saying, we're not going to stop our lawsuit until we see the concessions, but we're probably not going to let up anyway. And the other side is saying we're not going to close any deal and give you any documentation until your lawsuit is completed. I think they're really leaving it up to, the presiding judge in this case, which is kind of, I don't know, I'm a little confused as to what's going on here. I don't know how much progress and agreement can be reached in this case. So my takeaways from this, the state's attorneys general want documentation of the agreements and the concessions being developed between the DOJ and then, the corresponding companies involved, T-Mobile and Sprint. We do know that there's supposed to be some kind of like July 28th meeting date in terms of providing the documentation to the state's attorneys general. And the DOJ can't really provide the details because there's no concession agreement up to this point. The meetings are ongoing and they're still pending and they're happening. So there's not much details to provide. And with these negotiations happening between T-Mobile, Deutsche Telekom, Dish Network, Charlie Ergen, and the DOJ, those are kind of the hinging details right there. We know that there are going to have to be some spectrum agreements. We know that Boost is involved on the prepaid side. We know that there's going to be network sharing and revenue sharing going on, for X number of years to get the fourth carrier going. Right now, it looks like the state attorneys general want something by the 28th of July, and we know that the meetings are still ongoing and no agreement can probably happen until July 29th. So if I had to give you any type of hard date as what we can expect from the merger, we'll have to report July 28th, July 29th, and see where it takes us from there. So that's what we have for this update. You guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, I'm working on a detailed analysis of an open signal report that just came out. I'm going through all the data. I've got all the numbers. I'm crunching them. I'm going to kind of put them all together, give you guys a cohesive, comprehensive report on how the carriers did. A lot of people believe open signal is the best way to go. So I'm going to present that. I'm going to give you my analysis, and then we'll see who comes out on top on that report. So it's going to be a nicely produced video. I'll have the script done today. I'll have the production done today, and if I can get it all edited and synthesized, hopefully I can get it out later out this afternoon or evening. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you got that notification bell activated so you don't miss any uploads and you get all the new videos notify to you as soon as they become available. Big shout out to the Discord server. Big shout out to the patrons over on the Patreon side. PayPal link in the description box below if you'd like to support production here on the SMT YouTube channel. I think I'll leave it at that. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Stay tuned for more content. There's a lot coming out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.